Alright, we have some news that came out a couple of hours ago, and apparently Warner Brothers Discovery has three options. The first option is giving Ezra Miller an interview explaining his behavior and then doing limited press for the Flash movie. The second option is Ezra Miller plays no part in the Flash movie promotion, and the third option is that they completely get rid of the Flash movie. Number one, before I say any of my opinion, I do not work for the movie industry, so I don't know what Warner Bros. Discovery is going to do, but here are just my predictions. I don't see Warner Bros. Discovery removing the Flash movie. Unless Ezra Miller kills someone, I really don't see them doing that. If they were going to pull the plug on this movie, I feel like they would have already done it by now. But you never know. That was in another company's hand, I guess you could say. And in terms of just this movie in general, apparently it's a very good movie, which is probably the reason why Warner Brothers has not pulled the plug, because multiple critics have said, this movie's actually really good. And Batgirl apparently wasn't that good. But that does not mean that it won't be canceled. And the opinion that I have is, since Ezra Miller is the main actor, he's the leading man for this movie, it's going to be very hard for them to promote the Flash movie without the Flash. So I think that what they're going to do is, I think they're not even going to show him at all. And maybe they don't even do press for the movie, because how are you supposed to promote a Flash movie and your main actor is not there? So maybe I don't see the first option happening, but I could definitely see them just not having Ezra Miller in it, and maybe just having the cast, promote the movie, or just not promoting the movie and waiting for it to hit theaters. But either way, Warner Brothers is in a really bad situation. Another reason why I don't think that this movie is going to get canceled is just because apparently this Flash movie is supposed to change the DCEU. So if you have a movie that is that important to your overall timeline and structure, even though Warner Bros. Discovery has said that they're working on a 10-year plan that maybe doesn't involve the Flash movie, we won't know. But if this movie is important to the DCEU, I just don't see them scrapping it unless Warner Bros. Discovery has another idea that does not involve this movie. Plus, if you add how much the Flash movie costs to make, apparently I think it's like $200 to $300 million. So that is a lot of money to just scrap a movie like that. Obviously, Batgirl cost $100 million. And trust me, $100 million is not cheap. But I'd rather scrap a movie that's $100 million than a movie that's almost $300 million. But I am sad that the Batgirl movie got canceled. And Batgirl isn't the only DC project that's been scrapped. A bunch of the DC shows have been canceled as well, or are going to get canceled, but I don't remember the names of the shows just because I haven't personally watched them. So yeah, those are pretty much my thoughts on this Ezra Miller Flash situation. I usually don't talk about actress drama. That's not what I care about. But because this Flash movie is something I'm actually looking forward to watching, this really does impact the movie. So we'll see what happens with this movie. Is it going to get scrapped? Honestly, I would not be surprised if it did. But those are my thoughts on that.